If you're like me and have boxes and boxes of fabric scraps, why not turn them into these cute birds? You can use any color combination. First, let's learn how to use the pattern. We'll start by cutting the bird body with the beak. This one will be our most useful tracing pattern. Next, we'll cut out the beak and eye pattern. Cut out the entire bird drawing. Carefully cut out the main shape but leave the bird leg part uncut. Use a pin. We'll make pinholes along the leg shape. Carefully leave about a 3 mm, about 0.12 in, gap between each hole. Poke a hole at the eye position as well. Use a water-erasable pen to trace the bird body shape. Thick firm felt is good base felt for fabric scraps bird free motion embroidery. Use our whole bird pattern for drawing the legs. We'll use the water-erasable pen to mark the pre-poked holes. Connect the dots to reveal the leg's shape. Now, let's prepare to bond the fabric scraps. Take a piece of Bondaweb and iron our fabric scraps onto it. Neatly cut strips are much easier than random shapes. Make sure there are no overlapping fabrics and no big gaps between fabrics to prevent the Bondaweb from sticking to the iron. If you're not very confident, please use a piece of baking paper on top of the fabric scraps. Turn it over and give it a really good press. Cut the unbonded fabric off. Remove the backing paper. Your bonded fabric scraps are ready. Now, cut some bonded fabric into random pieces. Since we're making a bird, it's a good idea to cut some curved shapes. In the video, I've already attached the beak to the base felt. Now, let's do the puzzle. Place the bonded fabric scraps onto the base felt. Iron on the parts you are happy with. You need to trim some parts to ensure most of the fabric fits within the pre-traced bird shape. I usually cut long triangles or trapezoids for the tail. Sometimes, you may need to make slight adjustments. It's not a must, why not leave it with a quirky feeling? Now, let's attach the eye. If you're not confident about its placement, use the pattern's eye hole we prepared earlier. Carefully cut out the wing shape. Place the wing shape on the bird and trace it. We only need a rough shape this time. Now, let's start sewing. Set your sewing machine to the free motion setting. You can start anywhere you like. I normally start at the eye, for no reason, just personal preference. Don't worry if your stitches aren't neat. I promise it will turn out great, no matter how many mistakes you make. It's very important to add a highlight to the bird's eye. Use white thread and, at the top right side of the black eye, stitch from the back. Embroider a French knot. Cut the extra thread, and your bird is done. It's your decision whether to turn it into a charm, stitch it on your clothes, or maybe make it into a book band like I did. Use another piece of firm felt to cover the back of the stitches. Place a flat elastic band between the two pieces of felt. Sew around the bird with white thread. Trim the excess felt. Leave about 3 mm of felt around the bird for easy cutting and added decoration. Your cute fabric scraps bird book band is complete.